If it don't make dollars, then it don't make sense. A lot of people out here sinning, trying to make that rent. But in this case, these people did something so unthinkable to where it makes Ted Bundy look like a choir boy. Let's get into it. For more than 3 years, Desiree Sanchez, also known as Desiree Fransen, and her husband, Octavio Sanchez, kept the death of his sister a secret just so they could continue receiving her government benefits. Margarita Sandoval was last seen alive in February 2018, but a report made to the Norman Police Department in 2021 led to the discovery of a box in the basement of the couple's home. Inside the box, investigators found badly decomposed remains of Sandoval, wrapped in thick layers of plastic. She was murdered and left in the box for 3 years in various houses before her body was found. Sandoval had a severe intellectual disability and received money from SSI. Between February 2018 and May 2021, the couple received more than $30,000 in payments meant for Sandoval, according to prosecutors. Sandoval's remains were ongoing issues for the couple, investigators said, pointing to messages Sanchez and Fransen sent to each other. In one exchange, Sanchez told Fransen he was, and I quote, being haunted by the trash, end quote, apparently referring to the smell coming from the box. Fransen replied, and I quote, she knows what I did, but I'm not there tonight and she's taking it out on you, end quote. They agreed that the remains likely got too hot and imploded, and that they needed to wrap again, documents said. In at least one instance, the couple had one of their children help wrap Sandoval's remains and told them it was oppressing. Though investigators determined Sandoval was murdered, her body was too decomposed to provide a cause of death. One officer said, and I quote, there was a lot of tape, plastic wrap, and rope before hitting the brown, liquid, bugs, and the smell, end quote. The jury found Fransen guilty of murder and recommended she be sentenced to life in prison. That's where she needs to be.
When the jury found Fransen guilty of first-degree murder and unlawful removal of a dead body, she rolled her head in disapproval and disbelief. The jury recommending life with the possibility of parole.
Is there anything you want the public to know?
Desiree Fransen leaving the courtroom as the jury decides if she's guilty of first-degree murder. In 2018, prosecutors say Margarita Sandoval was living with Fransen, her husband Octavio Sanchez, and their kids. Investigators say she had cognitive disabilities and received Social Security checks mailed to this apartment. At some point, attorneys allege the 19-year-old inappropriately touched one of the Sanchez's children in this Norman apartment. Prosecutors say shortly after that, no one heard from Maggie. In 2021, Norman police getting an out-of-state tip. Officers finding a body inside a tote wrapped in plastic, tape, and blankets inside this home on Lindsay Street. While her remains decomposed, the couple cashed nearly $31,000 in Maggie's Social Security checks. Prosecutors say the Sanchezes came up with a plan. They would pin it all on Octavio.
The defense says that makes more sense. They say Octavio has a criminal background, said he was in a gang in a few messages, and drank. They also say the state's case has a few holes in it. They say the timeline doesn't make sense, and they don't have a concrete theory on how Maggie was even killed.
Prosecutors say the body was too badly decomposed to know. As for it all falling on Octavio, the state says one message disproves that. When Desiree allegedly said, "You didn't do it though, honestly."
Man, you gotta be one sick mofo to be on some ish like this. The love of money is the root to all evil, and we all fall short of that temptation. I almost didn't do this story, because it's so dark and devious. But I just thought I'd shine a little light on the situation, the little light I do have. Speaking of though, I want to thank y'all for the 500 subscribers. We on the road to 1K, baby. Let's get it. Pay attention to your neighbors though, because behind closed doors, they could be doing something like this.